Mahatma Gandhi. Story in English. Mahatma Gandhi's story is a short tale of the father of our nation and how he conquered his fears to pave a novel of path of nonviolence or ahimsa. The story begins with Gandhi's childhood and then trails towards his university days in South Africa, where he experienced racism, and finally culminated with India's independence from the British Raj, propelled by Gandhi's Satyagraha. Young minds can learn a lot from the stories of Mahatma Gandhi and the many tribulations of his life, as he continues to be an epitome of kindness, benevolence, resistance, and strong will. The origin of short story of Gandhiji. As we all know, Mahatma Gandhi was a stalwart of the Indian independence movement from the early 1920s to the country's independence in 1947. We lovingly call him Bapu, and also the father of the nation, because it was due to his ethical and non-violent ways of resisting the British Raj that gave India its sovereignty back. Gandhiji first started his Satyagraha, which translates to Movement of the Truth, in South Africa in 1915, where he was pursuing law. After returning to his motherland, Gandhiji realized that India was bereft of any solid leadership. The country was going through an economic drain and social anarchy, and was in dire need of an organized movement. He assumed leadership of the Indian National Congress in 1921, and the rest we all know is history. Story of Gandhiji summary. Every year on 2nd October, a national holiday is observed in India. And do you know why? The answer is because the father of our nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, was born on this day in 1969 at Porbandar, Gujarat. Like any other child of his age, Gandhi was mischievous and fun-loving, but also a tad bit shy. During his formative years, he learned the valuable lessons of honesty, integrity, and discipline, which his father and mother had taught him. When Mohandas was a teenager, he also fell into some wrong deeds and picked up bad habits, but soon outgrew them. He realized his mistakes and repented them by writing a letter to his father. It was this honesty and integrity that Gandhi conveyed throughout his entire life, and the various stories of Mahatma Gandhi are a testament to the same. In 1893, Gandhiji moved to South Africa to practice law and stayed there for 21 years. On his return to India in 1915, Gandhiji embarked on a mission to free India from the British through non-violent forms of resistance. Gandhiji led nationwide campaigns for poverty alleviation, socio-religious unity, expanding women's rights, and ending untouchability. He devised Swaraj or elf rule as the ultimate medium for India to gain its freedom. Non-cooperation movement of Mahatma Gandhi. In the early 1920s, India was under British rule, and many people wanted change. Mahatma Gandhi, a leader known for his belief in nonviolence, decided to start the non-cooperation movement. He asked Indians to stop supporting British rule in any way. Gandhi encouraged people to stop buying British goods, leave British-run schools, and avoid British services. He also asked them to refuse to pay taxes and quit government jobs. The goal was to make British rule difficult by showing that Indians could stand together and resist without violence. The movement quickly gained support from all over India. Many people joined in, taking part in peaceful protests, burning British clothes, and buying locally made items. Gandhi's message was simple: fight back against unfairness peacefully and work for independence. Even though many were arrested and faced harsh treatment, Gandhi's approach inspired people. The non-cooperation movement became a key moment in India's fight for freedom, showing the power of peaceful protest and the strength of unity. It set the stage for future efforts and proved that change could come through peaceful means.
Gandhiji challenged the British-imposed salt tax with his 250 miles Dandi March in 1039 and started the Quit India movement in 1942. He was imprisoned multiple times for defying British hegemony but always stood his ground. Gandhiji was loved and revered by the Indian masses, as he was able to understand the plight of the commoners and offer them much-needed solace and tangible help. After more than 25 years of struggle, Mahatma Gandhi was finally able to lead India to its freedom on August 15, 1947. In 1999, the Time magazine deemed Mahatma Gandhi as the runner-up to the person of the century, just below Albert Einstein. Mahatma Gandhi left a legacy, and the world continues to follow his path of non-violence. Our beloved Bapuji inspired many world leaders such as Martin Luther, Nelson Mandela, and Anna Hazare. Mahatma Gandhi story for kids. Mahatma Gandhi was a brave leader who wanted to help his country become free from British rule. Born on October 2, 1869, in India, he learned to fight for what's right without hurting anyone. He used peaceful ways, like marches and talks, to bring people together and make changes. Gandhi's life teaches us about courage, kindness, and the power of standing up for fairness. Let's learn about his amazing journey and how he inspired millions with his simple yet powerful ideas. Views on war. Mahatma Gandhi, a leader known for his commitment to nonviolence, had strong views on war. He believed that war was a destructive force that only led to more suffering and hatred. Gandhi argued that conflicts should be resolved through peaceful means, not through violence or aggression. During India's struggle for independence, Gandhi consistently promoted nonviolent resistance as the way to achieve freedom. He felt that war, whether in the form of battles or armed struggles, went against his principles of truth and nonviolence. Instead, he encouraged people to engage in civil disobedience and peaceful protests to bring about change. Gandhi's views on war were deeply rooted in his belief that true justice and lasting peace could only be achieved through nonviolent methods. His stance inspired many and became a central part of the Indian independence movement, showing that peaceful solutions are the most powerful way to address conflicts. The Cripps Mission. In 1942, during World War II, the British government sent a mission to India led by Sir Stafford Cripps to discuss India's future. The mission aimed to gain support from Indian leaders for the war effort by offering some degree of self-rule after the war. Mahatma Gandhi and other Indian leaders were hopeful that the Cripps mission would lead to significant political concessions. However, the proposals did not meet the demands for immediate independence and substantial autonomy. Gandhi criticized the plan, calling it a post-dated check. Despite the failure of the Cripps mission to secure a satisfactory agreement, it was a crucial moment in the independence movement. It highlighted the growing frustration among Indians and strengthened their resolve to continue fighting for freedom. Gandhi's response to the mission underscored his unwavering commitment to India's independence and nonviolent principles. The final phase. In the final phase of Mahatma Gandhi's life, India was nearing independence from British rule. The late 1940s were crucial as Gandhi focused on resolving communal tensions and promoting unity among Hindus and Muslims. His efforts were aimed at ensuring a peaceful transition to independence and fostering harmony in a newly divided nation. Gandhi undertook a series of fasts and peaceful protests to address religious violence and political disputes. He worked tirelessly to bring together leaders from various communities and to quell the rising conflicts that threatened the unity of the newly independent India. Despite his efforts, Gandhi faced significant challenges, including deep-seated divisions and violent outbreaks. Tragically, his life was cut short when he was assassinated in January 1948 by a Hindu nationalist who opposed Gandhi's views on reconciliation. The final phase of Gandhi's life was marked by his unwavering dedication to peace and his tireless work for a harmonious India. His legacy continued to influence the country long after his death, cementing his role as a symbol of nonviolence and unity. 10 Key Teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. 1. Nonviolence, ahimsa. Gandhi believed in solving problems without hurting others. He thought that peaceful actions could bring about change and justice. 2. Truth, satya. Gandhi stressed that being truthful in all situations is important. He believed that honesty helps build trust and fairness in society. 3. Self-reliance, swadeshi. Gandhi encouraged people to depend on their resources and goods. He thought that using local products and skills was important for a country's freedom. 4. Simplicity. Gandhi lived a simple life and suggested that others do the same. He believed that having fewer possessions and living simply can lead to true happiness. 5. Equality. Gandhi worked hard to fight against unfair treatment and discrimination. He wanted everyone to be treated equally, no matter their background or status. 6. Service to others. Seva. Gandhi thought that helping others without expecting anything in return was important. He believed that serving people in need made life more meaningful. 7. Unity. Gandhi aimed to bring people together across different communities and religions. He believed that working together was key to achieving independence and peace. 8. Forgiveness. Gandhi believed in forgiving others and letting go of anger. He thought that holding on to grudges only made conflicts worse. 9. Empowerment of women. Gandhi supported giving women more opportunities and education. He felt that women's involvement was crucial for both social progress and independence. 10. Resistance through nonviolent protest. Gandhi developed methods like peaceful protests and civil disobedience to fight against unfair laws. He used these methods to challenge injustice without violence. Know about the famous speeches of Mahatma Gandhi. Moral of the short story of Gandhi Ji. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." His life story has a lot to offer, not only to children but also to adults. Gandhi Ji did not wait for change to happen in colonial India. He became the change himself and paved a path for others. His life story tells us truth always prevails, and ahimsa, or non-violence, is what keeps the world and the righteous going. From his childhood until the day he died, Mahatma Gandhi has spread the message of love, peace, and universal brotherhood, qualities that every child should also possess. In today's day and age of grueling competition and harshness, it is good to teach children about the importance of empathy and patience through the stories of Mahatma Gandhi. Note to parents: narrating stories about important figures such as Mahatma Gandhi is a good way to develop moral and ethical sensibilities. The life stories of great personalities such as Gandhi or Mother Teresa, Mandela, and their like teach children the importance of being righteous, honest, and strong-willed. And they get a taste of the historical milestones that shape our present. Therefore, parents are encouraged to opt for the story of Gandhi Ji PDF so that their kids can become smarter, sharper, and kinder. Therefore, the life stories of Mahatma Gandhi are a testament to his perseverance, dedication, and love for the nation.